So maybe they're going to start putting it on their heads and get the little blokes to their feet. Let's see what if they go with that.
Lynch and McFarlane still going at it on that outer wing.
Holmer's done a reasonable job in the ruck against McFarlane, giving away quite a few inches.
Yep.
Started off well, Fanning, and did I say McFarlane then? I'm not sure.
Yeah, you did.
But yes,
The complete opposite.
Started off well, up they go. Holmer wins it, knocks it down. Trying to get out of there is Rob Condy. He kicks the ball forward, end over end, picked up by McCorkle. Jared, handball into Matty McMahon, sits on its end. Michael Condy's there to help him. Round the body goes Matty McMahon. Forbes Country takes great chest mark. Fair income. That's Palais bingo by bloody Jingo at bingo.
You should not be able to take that on your chest.
Nah.
There's no way, and that's all because he really got the body in a great position, but also I think the lack of a fist from behind wasn't great also from the Vale Park defenders.
I reckon he's a fraction small, Nellis, to be playing on Forbes.
Yeah.
So,
certainly a couple of one-on-ones there. Forbes has looked really dangerous. They've got to have a look at that, I think, Milky. You're right.
Yeah, in comes Forbes. This is the side of the ground he should be shooting them up from. Yeah. We're looking straight over his shoulder here, the Kicks commentary team. Comes in very relaxed, and he's overcooked it. Minor score. Lets him off the hook. 2 goals, 3 to Luke Forbes for the afternoon. And on the Geelong Harley-Davidson scoreboard, that takes Newtown to 8-13-61. Bell Park 6-3-39.
So Bookavars pumps it long from fullback. Off hands here. Couch is going to run onto the footy, but the boundary line beats him. It was a penetrating kick, though. It's gone to about 90 metres out from Newtown's goal.
Just around the grounds quickly for the Gateway Hotel. North Melbourne, Wasteful 1-5-11. Richmond 2-2-14.
Spinning ball, in it comes. Go North. As the ball comes over the top. Hands out there from Carrera. Over to Matty McMahon. Spearing pass! And he finds Forbes.
Again,
35 out. Got to do something. I reckon that's not the right matchup.
Yeah, it's great use there out of the stoppage there. Who would we call him? McMahon, was it?
McMahon,
yeah, it's a fantastic kick. Forbes in front, first to move. Took it on the chest yet again. Dunstall style on the chest.
Dunstall. Then comes Luke Forbes. Kicks over Blake Nellison's head. It's a kick to helicopter. But I reckon it's done enough. I reckon it's got through.
Oh.
That's a day when you know you're having a crook day, when those ones wobble through. Gets his third, Luke Forbes.
Shout out to Ian Tompkins there. He would have loved that one.
The over-spinning copter. Well executed. Straight through the middle.
So 9-13-67, Newtown go to Bell Park 6-3-39 on the Geelong Harley-Davidson scoreboard.
7th scoring shot in a row, that too, for Newtown. And their first goal of those 7 scoring shots.
Good work, JB, on this GJ Gardner-Holmes, Wally.
So Holmer goes up. It was nicely done by Fanning, though. Read off hands by Rounds for Bell Park. Gets it further afield to Cuthill. Cuthill looking dangerous. He's got a fair bit of space. He gets it in towards Johnson. The kick didn't really favour him. Paddy Bright ran onto it, though. He was well tackled there. Nicely done.
Oh! Stop it.
What has he paid?
Holding the ball.
Well, who was holding it? There was 3 of them at it.
Yeah, it was a good tackle from Brown, though. He got it short. Kicked it to Condy, his captain. Condy kicks it up the line. Ball just about out of bounds, but it was off hands. Carrera kept it alive. It was a dinky, nice kick too. McCorkle overran it. Baxter's going to run back onto this for Bell Park. He just flips out a handball. It was not the greatest option. Weber got it back to him, though. Got it across to Hutchinson. Weber got it back again. Transitioning this nicely, and it's Chris Lynch with the ball on the outer side. He's going to handball it over the top to Couch. Couch to Lynch. Lynch links up with Graham. Graham's got a man further afield, but he goes back to Couch. Couch just pushes off. It kicks a nice one into Rounds. They're looking dangerous. Rounds just spins around. The kick wasn't terrific, but it was well done. A pretty big push from Benny Bookavars.
Massive shove.
And he was off too, I reckon.
And he took the mark.
He couldn't believe his luck when it fell in his lap there. I think he was expecting the free kick to be paid against him. He didn't know what was going on.
I reckon he was waiting for the whistle. That's why he took off. I reckon he thought, the whistle's coming, I'll just play on.
Yeah.
Love the play on the outer side too from Bell Park. Lynch and Holmer managed to get out there. They made McFarlane accountable there and opened up some space for some other players to work into as well.
So Bookavars, he's only about 28 metres and he makes no mistake. It's a really big goal for the Dragons. Newtown 9-13-67. Bell Park now move on to 7-3-45. The margin is 22 points, and that is for Geelong Harley-Davidson. Do we still have the sale on there, Milky?
No, they sold that many bikes. They've got none left.
Right, gotcha.
So just don't go back in there. No, go back to Geelong Harley-Davidson. It's just get your dose of pleasure. That's all you're after. To get on one of those rumbling between your legs, you don't need much else.
No comment.
GJ Gardner-Holmes match of the day.
Well done to Book of Ours there. I guess if it was probably a bit of a slightly dodgy decision, but just worked him under the foot. He used it. Not a noted goal kicker. He's played the 16 games, only kicked the 11 goals this year, but good to see him put that one through.
Back in the middle, up they go. Fanning might have won that one, puts it down to Fury, goes to ground, gets it across to Rob Condy, kicks it end over end, or cleans up, goes through his brother's legs. Couch gets overrun. At that ground level, there's a Newtown player at the bottom of that pack, surely umpire. If the other bloke was holding it, he's holding it too. That was Rob Condy.
Milky, do we know what happened with Jared McCorkle last week? Because he spent his entire time forward. He'd be a terrific option to send in the middle in the last quarter as well.
Oh, you would think so, as Rob Condy gets it, dishes out the handball to Carrera. It's picked off here by I reckon that's Hutchison, is it? It goes forward, went over Book of Ours' head. Dement mops up as usual. Chipping in. Was that Rounds who almost smothered that? Goes back to Sandy Robertson. Kick should have been smothered, but it wasn't by Graham. Good contest here in front of us. Ball goes to Tim Brown. Puts it out in front of Luke Forbes. They're back one-on-one, him and Nellis. He outplaces him. Sheringham wraps him up in a tackle. Ball comes back to Webber. Webber to Neelis. Neelis has a bounce. He's got one. He's got Lynch if he can get it to him. He's got to go over McFarlane's head, though. No, the kick wasn't right. Lynch almost over the top. McFarlane at ground level. Tries to pick it up. He's got a helper out there, though. And it's Jared McCorkle. Little kick off a step, and he finds Hocking.
Lynch didn't have the leap to go over the top of McFarlane then, did he?
Poor kick coming out of defence, though.
Yeah, just not quite enough on it there.
Didn't have the legs on
an extra metre on it, but he probably could have just nudged him under it a little bit there, but anyway, it's easy to say from up here. But
McFarlane should have got a free kick there for a hold too. He was away.
Yeah.
Lynch just had to hold him up. He was in a lot of trouble.
As you would.
So Hocking, the teenager, in he comes. Goldenpie doesn't even move. Straight over his head. Gets his first for the day, and Newtown's 11th, isn't it? 10th, 3rd. Quick that scoreboard.
Yep.
10-13-73. They lead Bell Park 7-3-45.
Margin's 28 points, and that's for Geelong Harley-Davidson, of course.
Been travelling 7 minutes in this all-important third quarter. You don't want to be chasing tail on the last. Not a hot day like this, boys. Surprised we all still get our shirts on. Thought I might get her out.
So
Sheehan, mass exodus.
So Sheehan's going to relieve Fanning in the ruck. It should be ready-made for Holmer, and he does win the tap-out. Sheehan competes at ground level, though. It stacks on the mill immediately. Ball going nowhere. Umpire says, give it to me. Important couple of minutes here. Holmer and Sheehan. Holmer wins it. Patton just gets the right boot to it. Kicks it forward. Ball at the back of the pack, though. It's Braddock for Newtown. Just got it going the other way. Condy, Rob, got it across to Dement. He was well tackled. Patton, probably could have been a free kick there. Patton ran onto it. He's been beset upon immediately.
Just why I went was how did Dement get rid of it?
Yeah, well, it was spilled in the tackle.
Yeah, the umpire's on the other side of that, I think. Milky there, he just didn't see it.
Up they go, Sheehan, unopposed. He gets it moving forward. But in the end, it's going to be Cuthill. Dodges and weaves.
That's got to be hold the ball.
Beautifully done from Michael Condy. Michael Condy is having a day out today. He's done beautifully. Rob, his brother's got it. He gives it across towards, and nicely done. Matty McMahon's got it in the end. He breaks the Sheringham tackle. Hutchison runs onto it. Stack gets it across to Webber. Webber's kick smothered by Michael Condy again. He can do no wrong, as he just cops a couple of little shoves from his opponents.
Sheringham laid 2 tackles in the space of 10 seconds then.
Sheehan.
It's Sheehan, the only man.
Unopposed again. Knocks it forward for Newtown. Timmy Sheringham, a rare error there. Just couldn't handle the footy. In the end, it was McCorkle. Got it over the top. House. He's well tackled. He got rid of it, though. Running onto the footy here is Brown. Brown goes back to McCorkle. McCorkle to Condy. Ends up in the dangerous Forbes. Forbes had to handball it, though. The pressure's off. Couch has got it. He gets it out. He brings it straight to McFarlane. McFarlane's fumbled. In the end, a snap on the right boot is
he likes it.
good.
At the top of the post.
He went up early.
He went very early, Tim Brown.
It's missed.
That hit the top of the goal
Tim
post.
Brown's kick.
He's gone early with a big salute. Double fist salute.
Terrific build-up.
Absolutely. So it's Neelis in the goal square. Decides to go very, very wide. Pair of hands up high for that footy, and it's Holmer who takes the mark. Or is that Johnson? Gets it wide, doesn't really matter for Couch. The Couch is tracking beautifully through the middle, just pumps it long. Bouncing ball for Bookavars. He's got 3 to beat. Oh, fell over, did Paddy Bright, and let Matty McMahon relieve pressure. Carrera's come off the bench.
Straight off the bench.
He'll just mark this one unopposed, and he'll set Newtown up. Goes, I reckon that might have been touched off the boot. Goes to Weber, who'll mop up in defence for Bell Park. Little kick, looking for Stack, but he's got 3 of them against him. Mick Condy's one of them. Peels off and finds Dane McFarlane. 55 out. Forbes provides the lead, puts it out in front of him, but getting back and taking a good mark.
Getting a bit cute with that kick there.
Is Benny Bookavars. Goes wide to Kennedy. Kennedy in turn to Lynch. Lynch has got Paddy Burke. Forget about it. In the middle.
So Burke, he's well tackled though. He's well done by Condy.
Right.
Michael.
Got you there too.
So Condy goes inside 50, but it's in the end going to be tracked by Johnson. He's just paddling the ball in front of him under some serious pressure from House. He ends up getting it to Lynch. Lynch kicks long down the line on the right foot, and it's a beautiful kick, and he finds Kennedy. Kennedy on centre wing. They've just got to slow this game down a little bit, Bell Park, for mine. Just getting lost with speed. Kennedy, he does exactly that. He just says, settle down, boys, and he kicks this one down the line. Goes looking for Bookavars. He was shepherded out of the contest. Probably should have been taken by Sheehan for Newtown, but the ball ended up out of bounds. About 60 out. Bell Park's goal.
And that was Paddy Bright for all those ones you'll get. Once you muck it up and you go Paddy Burke, it's
I
in your
just
head.
thought it was brilliant how you said it, and then Wally followed straight up with it.
Yep. Spinning ball over Sheehan at front spot. Oh, Dement. Was he taken off the footy? Still at ground level. Picks it off. Goes to Condy. He has had a ton of it.
Yeah.
Gets it down, but to Johnson, who marks it at half back quickly, but puts it back in where it came from, to Kennedy, and a free kick to Condy. Rob Condy. Just knocking up, getting kicks, this bloke.
5 or 10 minutes here from Robbie Condy.
Hanging on the footy, looking to set it up. Just goes, bombs it long down to Fanning, but good sticky hands there from Bookavars.
Baxter.
Oh, Baxter it is, even better. Baxter switches. Jason Graham gets it, half back. Hasn't got a lot to go to, guys, has he? Decides to go to Holmer. Fisted away easy by Sandy Robertson. Goes down there to Hutchison. Hutchison back to Jason Graham. Patton gets around 1, gets around 2, then dishes up by handball to Neelis. Neelis does well to break the lines. Goes over the top to Rounds. Rounds take the mark. He's got Fury going at him. Over the top to all of those. It clears everybody. Ball heading towards the boundary line. Will it stay in? It does. Oh, what was that? Sideways kick from Bookavars. And it goes to Braddock, who clears for Newtown.
Polky just threw a boot at it.
Yeah, so it's going to come back in here, though. It's Patton, gets it across to Sheringham. Sheringham with a nice kick inside 50.
Wasn't it?
Well played, and he finds his teammate in Billy Henderson, who's also spent a bit of time forward today, Billy Henderson. He's going to be about 45 metres out, pretty much directly in front. They really need this. They trail at the moment by 29 points.
Need the next 2, I reckon.
So Henderson makes his way in. Shot on goal. Looks pretty good for mine.
Yeah, that's a great kick.
It is straight through the middle.
Great kick, that one.
A lovely goal. He's a skilled player. Certainly needed that. And it's Newtown on the Geelong Harley-Davidson scoreboard. Still leading 10-14, 74. Bell Park 8-3-51. Scoring shots 24 to 11. So it's pretty dominant.
You can see how important it is here, to get the footy in the hands of the likes of Sheringham and Couch and these guys. Their last 2 goals have come from these guys kicking it inside 50. They're pinpoint, and they usually find a teammate each time they get the footy in their hands.
Got to get him in the middle, Shermo. When we can, get him in there.
Sheringham.
That's it. I agree with you. Up they go. Winder Johnson tries to crash his way through, though. Ball comes out to Matty McMahon. Good feed. Kicks it along the ground in the house direction. He overruns it. Picked off by Sheringham. His tackle without it when he was dispossessed. Comes out to Jason Graham. Pops it up in the air. Bad kick. It gives a sit to a bloke. Nathan Braddock has more. He's too tall anyway for Matthew Iannelli. And he just stands his ground and takes a good overhead mark. Well, speaking of midgets, it goes to Matty McMahon. He's dispossessed. Luke Rounds in there. He's got Sheringham to give it to. Ignores him. Goes back to Jason Graham. Getting into the game a little bit, Jason Graham.
Yep.
Rounds. But just puts it in his bootlaces. Has to go back and help. Ball comes out wide to House. Too high as a tackle advantage. Carrera over the top of Forbes into Fanning 1-on-1. Doesn't take the mark. Good work from Kennedy. He gets Nellis to see it over the boundary line. They've called for deliberate. Umpire says throw it in.
Yeah, look, Jason Graham, someone called it. He has come into the game, but he's having to get a lot of kicks at half back now. So he's going to have to track right up the ground. So boundary throw in. Deep inside Newtown's attack. Fanning, who's resting up there, gets a good tap, but Sheringham's going to end up on the end of it for Bell Park. Sheringham gets it across to Stack. Stack running outside. Defensive 50, just is held up a little bit by Condi. Just kicks down the line in the end. It's a 2-on-1 here, though.
Mark, well done.
Mark.
Really nice play there
space for
from
himself.
Kennedy.
Is that the Pele bingo?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Bloody jingo, and then he pops it up. Shit.
So Kennedy went further down the line to Holmer. Holmer realised he couldn't take it and just backed off. Ball went out of bounds.
The stoppage from the throw-in down in the defensive end there for Bell Park, I think that highlighted exactly why Sheringham has to be around the footy. He was the one that got that clearance in there. He got 2 disposals and he got him out into the space. That's why he's got to be at these stoppages around the ground.
Time's just about right, I think, to throw him in there.
It is. Spinning ball over the top. Neither player won that. Kennedy leads in the race, throws a boot at it, and it just goes over the boundary line. We're going to have a throw in out of side. Been travelling 15.5 minutes in this third quarter of the GJ Gardner home finals game. Hope you're enjoying it, because we are. It's still winnable by Bell Park. They're 23 points down. Spinning ball, Fanning just down to Matty McMahon, as they've done for a lot for the day. But there's the man, Sheringham. Still reckon he's the best overhead mark for his size in the comp. Gets it across to Johnson. Unloads. There's 2 in line here. He's kicked it straight to Sandy Robertson. That's a waste.
So Robertson, half back, just holds up play a little bit here. Why not? He's called to play on in the end. He just pumps a high ball up the line, looking for McCorkle, and it's going to be a free kick too.
What do you know? Marking infringement.
Oh, no, it's going to Sheringham against McCorkle. Interesting.
Pulling them from.
Yes.
Not sure. Sheringham into the middle. It's a good kick. He's opened up space here. It's Rounds. Immediately plays on. Ran a long way. Goes his full distance. He's overcooked the kick a little bit here, though, I reckon, and it's well defended there from Hinkley. He just hacks the ball out. House runs onto the footy. He's dispossessed from Rounds. Rounds is trapped at the bottom of the pack, though. Ball is not going anywhere.
He's going to hit him. No, you can't. No!
He had nowhere to go, and it was Brown in the end. Got it wide to Braddock. Braddock's going to look for the running Fanning. Fanning on his bike. Does well. Kicks it inside 50. Pushing the back there, I would have thought, from Neelis to Forbes. But the play on said the umpire.
Look out.
It's a dangerous kick. The skill level's just breaking down a little bit here. Carrera could run onto this. No, it was McCorkle. Tracked it and got it. Goal. And that was a ripper. Jared McCorkle just on the left foot. I reckon that's the non-preferred too, isn't it?
Yeah, it could be. Yet again, while a goal coming from an errant kick down back from Bell Park. It's probably about 4 or maybe 5 for the day I've counted, where they've just turned it over deep down in their defensive 50. Newtown pounce on it and make them pay.
I'm just penning that one in for an East Fruit Market goal of the day. Jared McCorkle just threw it on the left foot. It was just a one touch. Just got rid of it very quickly. Slotted it straight through the middle.
29 points of margin again back on the Geelong Harley-Davidson scoreboard. Up they go, and Fanning wins it again to Matty McMahon. Drops it, perhaps what he should have taken, gets held, according to the umpire. Matty McMahon puts it out in front of Jai Sheehan. Good laces out, takes a good mark. He's 60 out from goal. He's looking for Rob Condi, mind you. Sheringham over the top. Taps it forward. He's got 2 to beat. But it's over the Bevan Shelley, who pops it up in front of Luke Forbes. Does he make some sensational ground there, Luke Forbes?
He had no right to mark that.
He was about 3 paces short of that.
That's the East Fruit Market. And I don't know why he just doesn't walk in on Monday and say, give me the trophy. Because he works there.
That's the Pele bingo, isn't it? Mark of the day.
Mark of the day, sorry. Yeah, well,
you're confusing me there.
Yeah, I am getting confused. He'll get the goal of the day as well, so he'll just take a box of fruit with him.
Yeah,
that
was
a long way.
Very tough. Running at full pace and then taking it down around his bootlaces.
Nothing wrong with his hamstrings, that's for damn sure.
For, I guess, one of the older statesmen of the team, that was a fantastic effort.
In he comes. He already has 3-3 for the afternoon. Luke Forbes just leans back a touch. They like it. House likes in the goal square, so that's a goal. 4-3 to Luke Forbes. A great return from him for the afternoon. That takes that, I reckon, to the biggest margin. That's 35 points. I reckon that's nearly it, Wally. Is that the highest?
That is the highest of the day so far.
So far. 2 points above what Shermo reckoned is going to be the margin.
Blow the siren.
Yeah.
It shows how important though, Milky. When Bell Park had the footy down in their forward before, they were 23 points down. They had to kick the goal, would have gone to 17, and then all of a sudden you're back out to 34. It just didn't take advantage of that the footy when they had it down there.
So Holmer and Fanning up in the centre. Beautiful tap from Fanning. Got it to Fury. It was well done by Holmer though. He collared him straight away. Umpire says, give it to me. Centre of the ground again. Up they go, Fanning, body work. What a thump. That was beautifully done. He did it beautifully to Shelley. Shelley's kick was partially smothered though. Tyler Stack for Bell Park will run onto it. He goes to Rounds, who's gone back to half back now. And a beautiful sticky mids from Henderson takes the mark on centre wing for Bell Park.
Just looking at McFarlane on the bench here, boys. Getting some attention there from the trainer. Possibly, I don't know, hamstring or groin or something they're working on.
We thought that might have been the case. Now, Kennedy's been given a free kick here from Henderson's kick. Fair enough, too. He got shoved and 50 metres.
Oh,
I reckon that was against Brown.
It was.
Nelson. Come on.
So 50 metres. This will bring him within range, I would have thought. Kennedy.
Just quickly for the Gateway 2. Richmond beating North Melbourne by, 15 points at the moment, early in the second.
21 minutes about to tick over here, and the margin is 35 points on the Geelong Harley-Davidson scoreboard, and it's Ben Kennedy comes in. Has he got the journey? I reckon it's just been touched on the line.
Yep.
Minor score to Bell Park.
McFarlane's still getting stretched down here on the boundary.
He's grabbing his high up in the hammy, very high up.
Dave Wajcinski would like to keep him off here. If they can get a few more goals, it'd be a luxury to just ice him up.
On the sidelines, yep.
So Hinkley just pumps it long. You reckon it's Robinson? Not sure. No. In the end, though, it was Brown on the end of it. He flicked it across to his teammate there, who gets it further afield to McMahon. McMahon was spoilt. Shemo onto me there.
Brown to Brown.
Correct. In the end, Newtown's going to clear this, though.
There he is.
Through the agency of Brown again, who would have thought. Gets it further afield to House, and House takes a good mark, and he's been a really good option there, hasn't he?
Yep.
House gets it across to McMahon, who's ran down further afield. Well played from him. Links up, and what do you know?
Rob Condy
inside 50.
He's gone down there for a rest. He's had plenty of the footy.
In front of Webber. He's just knocked up touches all day, Rob Condy. I reckon his brother might be edging him out for a best on-ground affair just at this stage.
Not policy. You never go to the little brother.
Right.
Never. McFarlane doing some run-throughs below us.
So Condy didn't hit that beautifully, and it's gone away as a result of the right-hand side. One behind. That moves them on to 12-15-87. Bell Park 8-4-52. They're 35 points in front for Geelong Harley-Davidson.
Stranger things have happened. Nellis at the 22.5 minute mark kicks very wide, looking for Bookavars, puts him under extreme pressure, and the ball's fisted over the boundary line for a throw-in. I don't know that wasn't a percentage kick, guys.
No, it ended up being 1 on 3 there.
Yep. 55 out from the Newtown goal. Up they go. Holmer with Fanning definitely had a hand on his shoulder that time as it goes across to Mitch Cuddill. He's got Kennedy in the guts, who takes the mark. And he's got a running Jason Graham, who now takes the mark right in the centre of the ground. He's got Paddy Bright, takes the mark. I got it right that time. He's got another one wide, sees Tommy Couch, takes the mark. He's 25 out, and he's going to stop, prop, and have a shot.
We saw that there, Milky. For some reason, Kennedy wasn't manned up. They were a man down in the back line, and that just created the one over the top all the way down. So just from one person not doing their job, let the team down there, and Couch finds himself... What are we there? About 20 metres out. Should kick this one, I would have thought.
And it was good by Couch too. He could have given the one over the top, but really at this stage of the game, you just got to go back and take the set shot and make sure of it.
He's a good steady kick, Tommy Couch. And now that I've said that, he'll probably miss it.
Bell Park always seemed to have the one on the overlap then. Nathan Braddock had to make a decision to go to the man, which left Paddy Bright open.
He's kicked a bit of a chopper too.
Jeez, he shanked at it, didn't he?
He has. He's kicked the old helicopter too. The Ian Tompkins kicked that one. And that's his first goal for the day, Tommy Couch, interestingly. At the 24-minute mark of the third quarter. And it's on the Geelong Harley-Davidson scoreboard. That takes Bell Park trailing 9-4-58 to Newtown, 12-15-87.
They're just hanging in there, boys.
They are back to 29 points.
Won't go away. Actually, the next goal or two is pretty crucial, I would have thought. If they can get one to finish off the quarter here, it gives themselves a little bit of an opportunity.
Fanning out of the ruck. It was beautifully done there to Condi, but he fumbled, and Bell Park are going to get it. It's Paddy Bright. Jet gave it up, though.
Right.
He got one for high. Lucky, because it ended up in the hands of Condi, Michael, as Bright just holds up play.
Jeez,
They
Johnson.
love another one here. He's shanked the kick a little bit. Ian Alley tried to take the mark, though. Nearly did. Condi did well. Beautifully done. That was Rob. A little 1-2 from Braddock, and they clear. Looking for McCorkle. He's been held on to, you would have thought, by Rounds, but umpire said play on, and the ball goes out of bounds.
The round's gone back now, well, by the look of that.
Yeah,
He's,
correct, mate.
Yeah.
He's back.
He was pretty influential through the midfield in this quarter when he was there.
Yep.
Spinning ball right in front of the Kicks commentary team. Up they go. Sheringham does the ruck work. Knocks it down. They shepherd there for Patton. Tries to give it to Lynch. Comes off Braddock.
Oh.
Braddock goes to get the back from Carrera, but he handballs it out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, I'll be watching this stone here. The one a moment ago went a long way to the right-hand side of the screen here. Or
Yep, the advantage.
radio dial or whatever, yep.
It does tend to go that way a little bit again. The
Yep.
Fanning grabs it out of the ruck. Just pumps it long, right into the forward 50. Going back was House. Couldn't take the mark. Good pick off there by Booker Vars. Wobbly old kick though, Lynch. Fanning in fact traps it. Gets back to Sheringham. Little cute kick, but it doesn't go to anyone in particular. There's still the only man to keep his feet was Fury, gives it over to his Ash McCorkle. In turn to Tim Brown. Forbes is a target. Oh! Just about went to one Duke. Webber to go in relief for Bell Park. Gets it across to Jason Graham.
So Graham's going to take a couple of bounces on the outer side, I would have thought. Takes one. Doesn't elect for the second. Kicks it up the line. The kick was nice, and it was on the lead was Ben Johnson. Nice mark, and he's going to get 52, is he?
Oh,
No.
Close.
We've seen the hand move, and I thought,
Yeah.
there you go.
Uh-oh. So Johnson's got it. Outer side. He goes inboard to Tyler Stack. Stack takes the mark. Pushes back. They'd love a goal here, the Dragons. So he kicks long. It's a high up and under. It's a shocking kick,
Oh, look
really.
at it.
Best favours Newtown. It's a nice mark in defence there from Hinkley. He was the only one that really looked like that. He goes across to Brown.
Nelson.
Not Jackson.
Yeah.
Brown kicked it
oh,
forward,
he's
and
kicked a goal.
It's a free kick.
Yeah.
It's a free kick against McCorkle, and it's going to go to Luke Rounds. He has no idea what it's for, and neither do I.
It was for a hold, earlier
okay.
to that kick, yeah.
So Rounds is going to get the footy, but someone's got to retrieve it from the stands.
Straight in the back
It's
of the
knocked
onion
out.
bag there. I think it's.
I think he's knocked out the official. He's knocked him out cold.
So Rounds it is. There's a break in play, so Newtown have got all their numbers back. He just goes across, finds Neelis. Neelis takes the mark. He's going to chip wider still. He's going to find his teammate there in Webber. Webber plays on, kicks in the middle of the ground, slices
Great
up to the middle. Ian Alley gets it. Ian Alley just looks further afield, and he's found his teammate there in Booker Vars. That's Christian.
He's trying to claim a shot at goal here.
He's going to.
claiming it.
He's about
on
55 metres
You
out.
can't be.
Hang on.
The
Surely
three-quarter time siren has sounded. He has been told,
No,
I'm
that's it.
sorry.
That's it.
You're
I'm
not
sorry,
getting that one.
but the siren sounded about a minute before he took the mark. So you cannot have a shot on goal. And that is three-quarter time. GJ Gardner-Holmes, it's Newtown, 12-15-87. Bell Park, 9-4-58. The margin is 29 points, and they are hanging in there despite the scoring
Whoa.
shots, 27 to
Reckons they're
13.
hanging in.
He's hanging in.
Change there, but he's got two nominations in the third quarter. They're both on his chest as such, but the first one was up high, where he just stuck the body out, retarded his opponent, and then just took a nice mark at about shoulder height. And then the next one, I think we called, he had no right to take the mark. It was at ground level, and he made up some amazing ground on it and took
Full-length slips dive.
Yeah, correct, and took a nice mark there as well. So they're the three nominations so far for Palais Bingo.
I'd be getting Lynch straight off him now and drop someone else back there. Get Lynch up around the footy.
Yep.
Up they go. Holmer nearly won that one, but it only went as far as Fury. He puts it out in front of Hocking. Hocking doesn't let him down, takes the mark. They're away to the start they wanted, Newtown. Spears it out in front of Forbes. Forbes bounces off his knee. He goes back to get it. Couch it goes in to get it for Bell Park. Ball's knocked forward, knocked back again. Fury back in there for Newtown. Slow to get up is that McCorkle slow to get up again? Hocking, is it? Very slow to get up, but we'll have a ball up. 65 out from the Newtown goal. They lead 87 to 58 on the Blood Toyota scoreboard.
So Fanning got the initial knock, but then Holmer got a second crack at it. He knocked it forward for Bell Park, and the ball ended up out of bounds. Still
Quickly for the Gateway.
Yeah. Gateway Hotel. North Melbourne's kicked the last 3 to close within 2 points of Richmond. That's 20-minute mark of the second term.
Could bring a bit of North Melbourne over here. We get this one closer.
So ball comes back in. Fanning over the top. Got the knock. Only went as far as Cuthill. Sheringham tracks onto the footy. He gets it across to Graham. They're just moving this forward without really taking possession. And then in the end, it's Dement who takes a nice mark down back. Takes his time. He shuffles it across to McCorkle. McCorkle with a little bit of run. It's a poor kick though.
It is, isn't it?
And the ball goes out of bounds. Centre wing.
Called him forward, Hash, as he had the footy and then managed to put it out of bounds. Directly across from us, right underneath the Simmons Stadium stand over there. Is that what's that called? The Simmons Stadium stand? I don't know.
Red Chicky stand.
Red Chicky stand, is it? Where does it say that?
Below Simmons
right
Stadium.
at the top. Yeah,
right at the top of the
free
thing.
kick comes out there. On the end of this is Rounds. Rounds tries to put it out in the front of Johnson, but Sandy Robinson's got a better purchase on it. Puts it out in front of House. Can he trap it? He does. Can he get away from Book of Ours? He does, but he goes to ground. Dishes off the handball to Rob Condy. In turn goes back to Fury. Fury spills one into Forbes. Can't take the mark. Gets Jared McCorkle. Jared McCorkle goes towards goal. McFarlane's there. Can he take it? Lynch was with him in the goal square. Lynch, bit of soccer work here. Gets down. Can he pick it up? He can't. Does he overrun? No. Ball comes back. Off a step goes Mitch Cuthill. He says 2-on-1 here. Couch's third in line.
Oh, he's played on.
Plays on and likes it, does Sheehan.
And that was brilliant by Matty McMahon too. He knew he wasn't going to mark the footy, but he at least pretended to mark the footy and lay the block at the same time. Superb stuff there.
Great pick-up, Jimmy. Great pick-up. It was beautifully done. Just want to make quick mention, Luke Forbes has dived like Superman over there.
Yeah.
I hate to see that.
He got shot out of a cannon, didn't he?
He shot out of a cannon, exactly. And I would have liked to have seen that ball shepherded through for a goal then. I thought McFarlane elected to try and take the mark on the goal line. Probably could have got rid of Lynch and the ball would have sailed straight through. But it's a goal nonetheless.
So on the Blood Toyota scoreboard, it's 13, 15, 93, 9, 458. La, la, la! She's over.
So Condi, Rob, got it out of the centre. Bell Park's going to get onto the footy though. And it's going to be, in the end, Cuthill. Cuthill just gets around his opponent, kicks it across in the direction of Graham. Graham runs onto the footy. He's going to kick it just about inside 50, but the kick is poor once again. Really bad kick, and it's been cut off there by Dement. Solid in defence.
He is a ripper, isn't he?
He is. Gives away a bit of size. Doesn't worry him too much. Kicks up the line. Looking for House. Over the top they came. Condi got it, though. Got it across to Carrera. Carrera moves it forward. Oh, well done from Hocking. He's got a loose man. Forbes, courageous. Well done, Luke Forbes. Courageous stuff. He had Chris Lynch confronting him.
Neelis rolled the dice there. He ran off Forbes, I think it was, and then started pushing forward when they didn't even have control of the footy, and then they just popped it over the top.
Yeah, and then made him pay. If I was Neelis, I'd be sticking to him like glue too, because at the moment you're lowering your colours.
4 goals, 3 to Luke Forbes.
One thing Lynch did that actually wasn't bad there as Forbes took the mark. He made sure he tackled him and pinned those arms to save him from giving that hands off over the top to McFarlane. He would have kicked an easy goal. So now it's a set shot from 25 out.
But it's not his man that's kicking the goal, mate. That's a big difference there.
I'd say Forbes is a 50-50 man, though. But he has marked it straight through the middle.
He knows it too. He's just very excited about that one, Lukey.
Biggest lead of the game now, 41 points.
That's number 5 for Luke Forbes. He has had 9 shots on goal today. He's kicked 5, 3 and 1 out of bounds on the full. As Newtown 14-15-99, leading Bell Park 9-4-58, and the margin is 41 points.
She's over, boys. She's over.
Be looking to get McFarlane off the ground pretty soon if I was Wojcinski here. If he has got a bit of an issue there, he's certainly a player you want next week. And
no value in him out there.
Yeah, Bell Park aren't going to pinch this one, I don't think.
Back in the middle. Give that one to Holmer. Gets it to Couch. Couch, long bomb. Gee, that's a great kick. Goes down there. Good defence by Sandy Robertson. Picked up by Paddy Bright. Stack waits for it. Matty McMahon doesn't. He crashes his way through. And Paddy Bright is set upon. Umpire's just waiting. Pinged him.
He's
pinged him. I'd tell you what, if you're
Didn't make too much of an attempt though, did he? He had one arm free and it was just sort of hanging out the side. If you're on top of the ball like that, you got to be punching at it just to make it look like you're trying to get it out.
Ash McCorkle goes across to Nelson Brown. Brown down the line, finds Fury. Fury's been good all day. Looking for House, and why wouldn't you? Gets the second grab, but I think Kennedy might have got the... Bookavars might have got the first. Over to, you haven't called him much, Dolly. Dolly gives it to Fanning. Fanning into Matty McMahon. He's only got 2 to beat. Couch there. He'll make a contest of it. Matty McMahon goes to Patton. Patton's dispossessed. Matty McMahon's still there. Still sweating on him. Ball umpire circling. What's he going to do?
Surely
not. He got him. He's going to ping him. Free kick.
Are they doing themselves favours for next week or the opposite here, Milky?
Well, like I keep saying, mate, these blokes are playing to get in the grand final. These rabbits should be doing.
Well, you got to look at it and go. The number 1 umpires were yesterday. The seconds were today, and they're trying to steal a few spots, and they're not doing themselves favours, are they?
Yesterday's weren't that crash hot either. Mate, let me tell you.
So they think they're.
Patton for Bell Park goes forward, looking for Henderson. Henderson with some body work, got rid of his opponent, but Braddock for Newtown ran onto the footy, and he has just hacked the ball out of bounds. Bell Park will take the free kick. Look to gain an inside 50 entry. It will be Bookavars, Ben. He'll take the kick. Newtown once again, plenty of time to get numbers back though. Bookavars goes looking for Johnson. He's on a nice lead. Robinson with a beautiful fist. Bright, tracked onto the footy. Johnson again, but he's tackled and the ball spills out of his hands, out of bounds again. Johnson just bundles over Braddock just for good fun.
Yeah. Can't go out of this game. Not so well. Did you see him in the last quarter? It's a spinning ball. They're playing a Mad Monday right now, the Bell Park boys, I reckon. Bookavars over the top, goes, bang, knocks it clear into path of Sheringham, then goes back and gets it himself. Wrapped up in the tackle by Nelson Brown and also Tim Brown. He was in a Brown tackle. So had the two of them get hold of him. 48 out.
The Brown sandwich, they call that, Milky.
The support comes clear. That's got me, I'll tell you. It comes out to Sandy Robertson, and at that time it's Patton that's locked up in a tackle, and now 45 out from the Bell Park goal. They trail 41 points.
Shelley not looking great down the boundary line there either. He's struggling big time.
So Fanning it is, over the top, Theory. He did that beautifully. Back to Fanning. They clear the ball, only momentarily though. Rounds has got it. He's gone. Forbes got him a long way down the ground.
What are you doing up there, Luke Forbes?
Yeah, get yourself back down.
He's lost.
So Forbes switches dangerously.
He's barely moving down there. He's hobbling.
Found Brown though. That's Nelson. Brown switches play further. He's got a man down there. It's McCorkle.
Oh!
There we go. Ashley McCorkle.
That's what we needed.
Takes a ripper.
By bloody jingo, it's bingo.
That's an LA mark of the day. And
he just jumped on the spot and let Ian Alley back into him, and
I'll tell you what,
he's hurt himself.
He has hurt himself here.
Maybe a little bit of cramp.
It's cramp.
Yeah. Fantastic grab.
So terrific to see. He's no spring chicken either, by the way. So it's a terrific grab.
Yeah,
It has to be the late side of 20s, wouldn't he? Terrific. Ball off hands anyway. It's Bell Park
no
there, and Harry Smith who got the spoil, goes down forward. Undersized there was McFarlane, and Bell Park are going to clear as a result. It's Patton, gets it across to Baxter. Baxter gets it over to Rounds. Rounds just let that dribble off the end of his hands. He's going to end up with it back again though. He handballs beautifully to Couch in the end. Beautifully done. He gets it further ahead to Henderson. A little 1-2 razzle-dazzle here. Couch has got nothing up forward. He's got someone long.
He deserves a goal.
And it just went to the left-hand side of the stick. That was from about 65 metres out. The margin 40 points for Blood Toyota. We have travelled 9.5 minutes into the last quarter, and this one is all over. It's cooked. The Eagles are going through to meet Colac next week.
Oh, gee. Have a look at that kick out.
Nelson.
From Nelson Brown. He's put it to the point of the square. Fantastic kick. Is the ball in dispute? The umpire says he had no prior. So we'll have a ball up out there. And that was Michael Condy, wasn't it? As the ball comes down, comes clear. His brother Rob, just quick kick out of that pack. Leading for the race is Smith. And what can he do? He tries to trap it, tries to get it back. Comes back to Rounds. Rounds, just a wobbly old kick forward.
His fourth touch of the day.
Bounce. Condy smashes it from one brother to the other. Michael it is, that Rob who gave it to him. Gets it clear hands across to Carrera. He can run all the way here. Has one. Has two. Can have four. Has three. You can go another 20 metres, mate. Goes, says, no, I know I can kick it from here. And just goes bang and kicks his first for the day, Jordan Carrera.
And now Aussie just turned into the pack stands out there and give him a little finger point. Bit of look at me at time.
McFarlane bringing himself off here. I saw as soon as that went through, he was looking over to the bench. And I don't want to harp on it, but I just don't know why he was out there. That last chase down from out of the forward half there, he really looked proppy. So I don't know what is to be gained by him being out there.
He's got a pronounced limp as he comes towards the bench.
And just for the Gateway Hotel too, Richmond leading North Melbourne 57-44 late in the second term.
Was that Jared McCorkle or Ash McCorkle that took that hanger out there?
That was Ash.
I thought it was Ash because Jared just came off looking in a bit of bother as it comes out of the middle from Rob Condy. Bouncing ball to Fury. Sheringham's there, knocks it to his own advantage. Can he pick it up? He does. Geez, you're a good player. I love him. He gets over to Billy Henderson. He gets it back on the rebound. There goes. Wobbly old kick towards goal. Getting onto it is Hinkley. Can he trap it? No, he can't. Comes back to Ianelli. Ianelli hard up against the boundary line. Goes towards it. East Fruit Market. Goal of the day. Your little beauty.
What a ripper from Matty Ianelli.
You just can't kick those. Science would almost say you can't for a right footer there, wouldn't it?
It's too little too late. It was the pocket that Gary Ablett kicked that from.
That's it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It was about the same position he slotted it.
Yes.
Right on cue there. We really needed something. I wouldn't have been comfortable with Robbie Condy just a set shot from 52 out.
That was
winning the award.
So we got ourselves a nice little East Fruit Market Goal of the Day nomination, and now we've got ourselves a Pele Bingo Mark of the Day nomination.
So it all happens in the last quarter. That's why you never leave the footy early. That's why, kids.
So Fanning, he's keen to get this moving forward, but it's couch at ground level for Bell Park. They've just found something in the last couple of minutes. It's way too late, but they're still trying very hard. Fanning gets back onto the footy. He gets it across to McMahon. He got an awful bounce. In the end, Patton got the footy. Got it to Rounds for Bell Park. Henderson running onto it. Well done from Brown. That's Nelson. Just negated Henderson's run.
Very likely type, Wally. I keep saying it.
Can you listen to Rob Condy?
No.
He's going nuts.
Right, I wouldn't think he'd have to stress too
going
much.
Nuts.
The margin is 40 points. It's at the 12-minute mark of the last quarter. Just relax, Robbie.
Yes, give yourself a coronary doing that rubbish.
Throw it in again.
He's finally called the first time for the day. Throw it in.
So it's a repeat throw in. It's Fanning and Holmer. Been going at it for most of the day. Third man up, Kennedy. He's been doing that all day also. Carrera wrapped up nicely there from Graham.
He should almost be pinned there. He's gone the fend off there. And
he's hurt himself.
Tackled.
Carrera. Just got a little bit of a limp. I got just a clip in the ankle.
So we'll have a ball up right in front of the kick commentary team. Oh, Holmer goes early. Fanny's kick smothered by Cuthill. Cuthill tries to go back, but Stack goes in there. It's 2-on-1. Jai Shan takes the mark. At half back for Newtown. Down the line. Just a worm burner. Goes in the hocking direction. But clears them all. In goes Fury. He just gets wrapped up and taken over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in. Right in front of the kicks commentary position. 13.5 into this last quarter, and the margin is 40 points. And it's just about...
it's done.
She's all over.
Just about? You're kidding me, aren't you?
No, it's just about what Bell Park can do tonight on the Fizz. That's what it's all about.
So McMahon, he shanked the kick. It's actually gone in Bell Park's direction in the end. And Graham's going to run onto this, fortunately. So Graham just on the left boot, kicks it forward. Polkey there, not in best position though. And it's going to be Hinkley who just sees the footy. Out of bounds, out of side, about 55 out.
Doesn't do a lot wrong, Hinkley, does he?
No.
Usually.
Yeah.
Just had a couple of moments today, but he's certainly a good player, no doubt about that.
So Polkey starved of opportunity though. Up they go. One there by Robinson for Newtown. It stacks on the mill. In the end, it was Cuthill who got it out. He got it out to Graham, and Graham to the left-hand side. Doesn't
That's his
usually
first
miss
shot
those.
at goal for the small
he's
forward.
Been quiet.
Yep, he's a goal kicker.
Speaking of, lads, Bell Park, anyone likely to finish up at the end of today, you'd think? Graham, I guess, is getting on a little bit, and Kennedy,
perhaps.
maybe.
Kennedy's looked old for the last 10 years.
Yeah, he just keeps on keeping on.
So Nelson Brown out of
Use.
fullback.
What a kick.
Nelson.
Kicks a bullet to Sheehan. Sheehan just with a little kick. There's a bit of man love going on here. There's Carrera.
They got the same hairdresser. What are you talking about?
That's what it stems from. That's what it stems from. So Carrera asked to play on, kicks up the line. Robinson nearly took the mark. In the end, it was Patton who spoiled, and the ball goes out of bounds, out of side.
Sandy Robinson, massive luxury to get for Newtown this time of year, I reckon.
Yep.
Massive luxury. Spinning ball out of side. Up they go. Oh, massive shove into Fanning, but he doesn't get a free kick. Loose ball. Caught Condi in that pack, tries to clear it. Umpire says, give it to me, and we will have...
In saying that, Milky, they've been due for a bit of luck, Newtown. You look at their list, the Gamble, Tromp, Bet, O'Keefe, Goodwin, these sorts of guys that are on their list that aren't going to be out there. They've certainly been due for some good luck, and Robinson coming back is going to help them a lot.
Yeah, you're right. As it ball finishes on the outer side, there was no worries about you filling in time there because nothing happened. The ball moved 10 metres down further to closer to Bell Park's goal. That's about all.
The same could be said there with St Joseph's with Ryan Williams playing the final series team.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yep. But that'd be a scary proposition, Newtown. You throw those 5 or so guys back into this team. Gee.
Yep, so Holman's got the footy. He gives it across to Sheringham. Why wouldn't you? Sheringham, a beautiful looking kick. It wasn't taken there from Bookavars. Probably should have. He got back the footy though, and he's beset upon immediately. Going nowhere, and the umpire's going to pin him.
He'll be in trouble.
He
dragged that one in. He reached in and just with one arm just pulled it straight back in and was in trouble right from then.
Yep.
Nelson Brown, the recipient.
Nelson Brown.
Yep. There he is. May have just worked into the votes.
Oh! Yes.
Hang on.
He's lost it.
And a pity.
That kick didn't count.
Luckily for Nelson, he got 50 metres because he shanked the kick.
So now he's got a chance to hit a target inside forward 50 and just climb in those votes a little further.
Milky, it's definitely some hairdresser action.
It is. That's what he's all about. Yep.
As Brown's trying to push up further than what he's able to. He goes to Condi. That's Rob. Rob to Fanning. Short. Fanning
he's not short,
sees another
Fanning.
option and finds Fury. Fury dropped what he should have taken. And in the end, it's going to be Stack who butters up. He goes across to Bright there, Patrick. We've had trouble with him all day. And Holmer ends up with a footy. Goes in forward, but dangerous kick. And who else but Brown gets the footy, gives it across to his teammate and Dement. Dement just with a little fumble. It's Henderson who gets it. Henderson well tackled. Brown again gets onto the footy, can't take possession. Trying to get it out of the pack. In the end, it's going to be Couch who gets the footy. He handballs it long, finds Graham. Graham under some enormous pressure. Newtown are going to win back the footy. It's Brown again.
Look at him go.
He's everywhere. Brown's
look at this.
all by himself, and he finds him. He got McCorkle. McCorkle's got someone else clear, and that's McMahon. McMahon by himself. He's going to have to get around Sheringham, though. He just found a little short option. Beautifully done.
How good has this guy been?
And Forbes takes the mark.
Lined up for goal number 6.
Once again, doesn't favour the left footer. Hates to be on the right side.
Just start this to the left-hand goal post and just swing
Tyler
through like
Stack
that.
is absolutely spent here.
He's cooked.
He's done.
Might have struggled to go if they got through anyway.
Yes, he doesn't look in great shape, to be honest.
No, you're right. He's put on a lot of weight over the last 2 seasons.
In comes Forbes for goal number 6. We're looking over his shoulder. Doesn't suit him at all, but he pots it straight through the middle and gives a salute to the crowd. Someone forgot to tell him there's no crowd over his side of the ground.
Well,
6 to Luke Forbes.
Luke Forbes is quickly turning into a big story here. What a final series inclusion for Newtown. He is...
It'd be interesting to know, Wal, if they did plan to use him off the bench for most of the game, or whether he was because he was heating up, they've just left him out there. But that first quarter, he only sort of came on for a short period and then came off again. And certainly been a very good player in the last 3 quarters. He hasn't come off the ground.
Well, he's had 10 scoring shots today. As Patton in the centre at ground level for Bell Park tries to win it out. Rob Condi in there, ball going nowhere.
And you say that too. He's had 10 scoring shots. Bell Park only kicked 10 goals, so.
So the Blood Toyota scoreboard has Newtown 16-15, 1-11. Bell Park 10-6, 66.
As they go through the motions again, right in the guts of the ground, and nothing happening there. It's
Here's Newtown with a loose man defence too. When you are they 45 up? I'm not sure that's really required, is it?
Wouldn't have thought so.
Not in the final, I wouldn't have thought. Fanning over the top, wins it, knocks it down, only goes as far as Hutchison. He in turn back to Sheringham. Sheringham goes back and gets his own footy. He's wrapped up in the tackle by Michael Condi. And they're all wondering about what's going to happen as soon as you get tackled in this caper. Go through it again. Up goes Bookavars. Handball comes out. Sheringham off the deck. What a deft kick to Graham. Gets it over to Bookavars as in Ben. Ben Bookavars goes towards goal. Clears the pack. But minor score.
Gee, got on a bit on that kick.
He did, didn't he? Plenty on. 2-1 to Ben Bookavars today.
So Robinson clears it from defence. Who
Oh, look
else?
at
I'm
that.
not even going to call his name.
Yeah.
Nelson.
Oh, he put out the
no, just
Oh.
a touch.
Oh.
Just a touch.
Out of bounds. Nelson Brown.
Yeah.
He cleared it.
I can hear a bit of fave coming in here. Bit of
Oh,
fave. Yeah.
Just admit it, boys. Just admit it.
So they've cleared it from defence. It's a boundary throw in. 90 metres around from Bell Park's goal. Fanning over the top. Was well read then from Bookavars. He got it across to Bright. Bright to Rounds. Rounds inside 50 and he finds Jason Graham, who has just the one behind for the day. Is that correct?
Yep, that's correct. Yep.
And you'd back him. Highly skilled player. I reckon he'll kick this one.
Ticking
But-
to 21 minutes in this last quarter.
Yep.
The end can't come quick enough, I would be thinking, for Bell Park.
No.
And Newtown as well, I think, Milky.
Yeah.
Looking forward to next week. Just want to get off uninjured, I think.
So Graham strolls in and
Oh,
he's hit the
mate.
woodwork.
Oh,
He has hit the woodwork about halfway up. Can't do anything right now, Bell Park, as they move to 10-8-68. Newtown 16-15, 1-11. Deep into the last quarter. As Brown, he's now kicking out from full-back. He's doing the lot. Henderson for Bell Park, though, runs onto it. Gives it to Couch. Couch just says, get out of my way, but four of them have got him. And he could have nearly been pinged then,
yep.
because he took him on. Umpire said, give it to me, though.
Yes, and up it goes Bookavars, knocks it in the Nelson Brown direction. He's only 80 metres away from this one. Gives it across to Fanning. Fanning gives it over to Matty McMahon. Matty McMahon spearing pass down to Rob Condy, traps it. Looking to put it in front of House
it's
and
a
does
beautiful
so.
kick.
How good
Lobs
kick
it,
is that?
bouncing into front of House. Front of House goes to back of House, and we've got a goal.
Rob Condy, take a bow.
That's his third, Tim House. And Rob Condy has been fantastic today. He just put it right in the space
Yeah.
the House to run onto.
Yep. Just did what he had to do. Made House do the work. He said, I'll put it out in front, mate. You run onto it. You kick the goal. And he did just that. It's lovely seeing the footy get in the hands of those skilled players around 50 because they always make something happen.
Sensational. Bloody sensational.
And he goes and sits down in the square now, Robbie Condy, I think, for a
Yeah.
well-earned break.
He should be knackered. He'll sleep well tonight.
Yeah.
So on the Blood Toyota scoreboard, that takes Newtown to 17-15, 117. Bell Park 10-8, 68 at the 22.5 minute mark.
So Rounds for Bell Park, gets it out of the centre. He finds Kennedy. Kennedy pushes back quickly. They're still trying hard, Bell Park. And
clean.
Polkey finally takes a grab, a contested one. I don't reckon might be his second mark for the day, boys.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Just about, yep.
He's been awfully quiet for such a brilliant player. Stephen Polkey,
League BNF winner. So,
absolutely.
Man on his own out. Oh,
yeah, Paddy Bright.
Forget him. Just stick this one through, Stephen. He's got one.
You just want him to kick it.
Just willing him to kick this. This will go straight through the hey diddle diddle. And it does.
Low. Yeah.
Oh,
Straight
started
through.
to fade.
Stephen Polkey.
Hey diddle diddle.
Straight through.
Seriously, I have not heard that. We had Buzz saying wonderful yesterday, and you're saying hey diddle diddle. This joint's gone to pack.
So 23.5 minute mark of the last quarter. Deep into the last quarter. Newtown 17-15, 117. Yes, 32 scoring shots to Bell Park 11-8, 74. The margin on boys 43 points.
43, and we've got probably 5 minutes to go, I reckon, guys. So back in the middle they go. Yes, give that to Holmer. Gets it to Couch, wrapped up straight away. Errant handball out wide. Jason Graham gets through, gets it over to Paddy Bright. He gets a crook bounce. Bookavars gives it to Cuthill, wrapped up straight away. Ball comes back to Couch. He gets a boot on it, believe it or not. Gets it over to Rob Condy, who almost took Fanning's head off with a handball. Goes wide. Contest on. House just takes the mark just about unopposed. Then unloads one into the goal square where Lynch tries to take on McCorkle, and the ball goes past both of them and rolls over the boundary line, 2 metres around from the Newtown goal.
Poor old Chris Lynch still playing deep in defence. McFarlane's long gone, and he still can't get up the ground.
24 and a half gone.
Boundary throw in, Holmer and House. House just takes it out of the ruck, but he's been pinged for a push. Fair enough. Holmer, he's tried hard all day. Done the bulk of the ruck work for Bell Park.
You're right.
Tyler Stack.
Tyler Stack, you're right.
Is he? Oh, he's in it. Surely not.
So he just goes wide. He just Chipping the footy around now. As Holmer's got it again. He's in the defensive goal square. He kicks it. He hangs the ball up. And Shalley takes a really nice grab. Just hung the ball up too long there. Shalley just kicks inboard. It was too far. But they're doing as they want. Hocking goes bang. Left foot.
How easy was that?
The intensity is gone out of this. They are flat as pancakes out there. And Newtown track on to 18-15, 1-2-3. Leading Bell Park 11-8-74. Blood Toyota scoreboard. Game over. And it was a long time ago.
Did you mention Shermo in the second quarter? You thought it was over? Who was that? Someone said second quarter, didn't they? Just about over?
Jimmy might have called that. I don't know. Yeah,
just
possibly.
about over.
I reckon I said it at the start of the third.
Okay. But it's certainly over now, and we're just filling in time. It's a 26-minute mark, just about to tick over. Up they go. Fanning wins that, gets down to Rob Condy. Round the body he goes. Puts it out in front of McCorkle. Can't quite mark it. Gets it back. Sorry, that was Hocking that it was. Forbes goes to Groundlog. His shot comes up to Sheringham. Sheringham's kick on the outside of the boot. Bouncing ball. Jason Graham goes at it. Can he trap it? No, he can't, but Braddock can. Dishes off the handball. Rounds picks it up for Bell Park. He goes long into the goal square, into the forward 50, I'm sorry. Takes the mark, does Aaron Hutchison. 48 metres out. I don't know how your mate Nelson Brown let him mark that as the ball goes over the top of Polkey. Polkey sees it over the boundary line and we'll have a throw in 1 metre around in the Bell Park goal.
I think old Nelson's got a touch of the Tyler Stacks about him at the moment. He's pretty cooked out there, the big fella.
And it comes again, off hands. It was Kennedy who had his hands on it. Ball going nowhere. They are all spent here, the players. They just fall on that footy like a deck of cards. And the umpire wastes no time. He throws it up straight away. Kennedy wins it again. Couch nearly took it off hands, couldn't. Well done there deep from Hinkley. And they clear the ball out, Newtown.
He got the limp up, look.
Yeah, he has too. In some trouble. Ball was kicked out of bounds on the full. The restart will be taken out of side. Help me out with who that is, boys. I reckon it's Webber. He's a long way out.
No, it's Baxter.
Baxter kicks it long. And a good mark taken down there by Robinson.
No, he shot. He shot. That's Hinkley. He shot. He's no good. He shot, yeah.
And that's how you know the intensity's gone out of this one. An uncontested mark at the top of the goal square.
Yeah, that's right. So Hinkley just bangs it back in the same direction. And it's House who...
Has he been good?
He's been really good. He's created some movement, hasn't he? And he's kicked a beautiful-looking ball here to Brown. That's Tim. Tim Brown kicks long. He's got McCorkle. McCorkle just needs to use his body on Lynch. He has.
All the way done.
Come on.
McCorkle's just jogging. He's jogging.
Jared. You can do this, Jared.
And he just slots it.
Bang.
That was just arrogance from McCorkle. He just jogged. He could have sprinted off and kicked an open goal from 1 metre.
I don't think he could have.
I
reckon he's cooked. He did the best he could.
He elected just to take a slow bounce, run towards the boundary.
Yeah. Made it a little more difficult than what it had to be there, I think. Yeah. But he knew what he was doing, I think.
So on the Blood Toyota scoreboard, it's Newtown 19-15-129. They've defeated Bell. They've smashed them. Bell Park 11-8-74, and that is a 55-point margin, is it not? Yep.
Yes, exactly.
So up they go again, back in the middle. Fanning wins it, knocks it clear. Kennedy, quick hands across to Couch. Couch, inside out kick, going back, trying to take the mark is Hinkley. He's got Polkey who tries to poke a boot at it. They dive on it. In there's Graham. He goes over the top. Umpire circling. He said, nah, give it to me. We'll have a ball up. 18.5 metres out from the Bell Park goal. Been travelling 29 minutes. Surely not much time left. Someone get a white towel. Spinning ball. Here he goes, Bookavars. Can he get a late goal? Kicks it right across the face. I don't think he scored, has he? No, out in the full.
He's got some serious bend on that.
Yeah, I reckon.
So Hinkley, deep in the defensive zone, kicks it. Shermo's mate.
Why wouldn't you go there?
Nelson Brown takes a good mark over
on his
round.
head. That could be mark of the day.
He misses the target again and just pops that one out of bounds. He was looking for Forbes. It was a shocker. And the ball went out of bounds.
Not much left in his legs, I don't think, the big fella.
Just to see the vote giving of one Shermo.
I'm looking for it. I'm excited by it, Helgi.
That's it.
As in they come. Off hands there. It was Dolly. Just fumbled it. Forbes is going to end up with his footy somehow. In the end, though, at ground level, it was well done there from Baxter. He flicked it out to Henderson. Henderson was held.
Got one high, the umpire indicated.
Got one high, and he gets the free kick.
Matty McMahon wouldn't get you high.
So Henderson just holds up the footy. Goes really short here to Kennedy. Kennedy under some pressure. He did well. He got the kick away just to Couch.
Yeah, close was that.
I reckon Couch will shoot him up from here.
I think he was lucky the
May as
boundary
well.
umpire was nowhere near it.
No, he centres the ball, and he centres it well, and it's to Tim Sheringham, and it's a beautiful kick. Sheringham takes a mark.
Not a bad mark, too. Looking back into the sun.
Yeah, straight into it.
Yep.
So Sheringham, who's failed to have the influence that he would have hoped in this last quarter when he went into the middle for a stint.
Hasn't scored, but you wouldn't expect. Oh, he's going to have a shot after.
There we go.
After the siren.
God for
Siren
that.
sounds.
I'm marking it down, boys. Goal to Tim Sheringham. I'm marking it down right now.
And he comes, he kicks.
He's made you
on
look a
his
bit
way.
Ah, damn it.
He's kicked
Buggy
to
you,
the
Tim.
left, and that completes a very dirty day for the Dragons. It is Newtown victorious here, 19-15, 129. Bell Park, 11-9-75. That would make the margin 54 points on the Blood Toyota scoreboard, and that is a drubbing.
That is a drubbing, absolutely. We've got one break to go, have we not? We have. We've got one break. We might take that quick break, and then we'll come back with our summary of the game, our votes, and just what to look forward to in the prelim and granny. Kicks, Country Footy, FM 89.3.